I'm going to show you how to create a Hello World NLP++ text analyzer using the VS Code NLP++ language extension. So once you have that installed, and if you don't know how to do that, we have a video that will help you with that. We're going to open up a folder for our analyzers to go into, because you have to have one folder which you can put many analyzers. Even only if you have one, you still need a folder to where you're going to create the analyzer. So I'm going to create an analyzer in my Hello folder. I'm going to go over here and click on the NLP++ icon, and you'll see over here there are no analyzers listed. I could, at this point, if I wanted to, I could load default analyzers that come with it, but we don't want to do that today. We want to create our own analyzer. So we're going to click on the icon for new analyzer. We're going to type in hello world, hit return. We're going to choose just a basic analyzer, not the English, full English one, but just the basic one. Click on that, return, and you're going to see that once you refresh, you have hello world. Now, when I click on this Hello World, you're going to see that there's a text already there called Hello World, and there's a tokenize. If I run this already, I just hit return, hit run, you'll see that it's analyzed, and I can look at the final tree here in the analyzer sequence, click on that, and you can see that I have the tree hello space world exclamation point. You notice it's not very colorful, so I'm going to go over here to analyzers and click on the colorized analyzer folder, and now you can see that it's a little bit more colorized, the tree. But that's not doing a whole lot. There's really no output. That's just the tree. What do you do with it? How do you go about making an analyzer? So let's click back on the text, and we're going to come here and we're going to make a new pass. That is a new analyzer pass with some NLP++ code. So we can click on tokenize. You can see there's a insert new pass. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to say hello, hit return. You're going to see now a DNA show up there. That's an NLP file. You click on that and it says hello. Then comment, you have my name, like that you can keep your name and put that in the settings down here. You can follow the settings there and put your name there. So every time you make a new pass, it'll put this header for you. And you notice it makes me a rule with x nil, which is basically like a nothing. And let's put something here like hello. All right, just the word hello, and see if and we're going to call that a hello concept, which is an underscore hello. So let's go ahead and run it again. You click on text, it's already there. You click on the run button, analyze text. And let's see here, we're going to click on the hello, which is the rules we've made. I'm going to click on the highlight text, and you can see, in fact, that it found hello with my rule. It just looks for the word hello. And we're going to look at the tree, and you can see now that hello is underneath the concept tree. So we're going to make this get the whole hello world. So I'm going to type in hello world. I'm going to put world there. You notice that it has a number there. Well, that's because when we do anything after we match this rule and we want to reference one of these tokens or words, we have to have them numbered. So I'm going to right click in the middle of this rule, and I'm going to say reformat rule. And there you have it, 1 and 2. We're going to now run this again. And we're going to click on the highlight text. And there's nothing happening. Well, what went wrong? Well, let's take a look at it. Hello world, nothing really fired. That rule didn't fire. Well, the reason it didn't fire is because it has this space in between. So there are a couple of ways you can do that. You can either change the rule, and we can do that. We can come in here, and one of the great things about VisualText is that you can click on, I'm on this pass, the hello pass, my NLP++ rules, and I can go to the text here, and I can literally select hello world, do a right click, and do this amazing function that I use all the time, all of us use all the time, which is called generate rule. And you notice that, in fact, it generated a rule. Alpha, white, world. Now this is an alpha. If I want just hello, I can replace that with hello. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to use this new rule now. Not call it a new rule. We're going to new node. We're going to call it hello like we did before. And so now we have hello white space world. And let's try running that. And let's click on the highlight and see if we got it. Yep, we did. We can click on this and you can see that we've done that. Now let's say we just don't want all those spaces. There's a lot of text and we don't want spaces. Well, there happens to be library functions to help us out. So if I click on this, right click, I can look up and insert a library pass, which opens up these passes that are already there. One of them is underneath the formatting, which I'm going to choose, which is remove white space. So now I have removed white space. Problem is, it's after hello. I need to remove, this is sequential, so I have to move it. So I just click on this. It's now moving. Now I'm going to run it again. I'm going to come down here, click on the hello. It's not working again. Well, let's take a look. Yep, it didn't work. Well, why is that? Well, that is if I look at the one before it and I look at the tree, you notice the space is gone. That's what this rule does. It looks at white space and it excises it. It removes it. So when I get here, I have this white space. I do not need that any longer. That's a very common thing in NLP++ is to remove white space so we don't have to deal with that. So I've now removed that. I'm going to reformat that so it looks 1 and 2, and we're going to run it. There you go. And we've got hello world. It's now working, and now we have it underneath a node. But we really don't have any output. We have the final tree here, but we don't have any output. In a hello world, you've got to have an input and an output. So what are we going to do? So we have this rule. What you can do is you can add to the rule what we call a post action. So post, we're going to do an action here. And so what do we want to do? We want to do an output.txt. That's going to be the file. We're going to be outputting it. We use these piping, which means the way I think of it, it's like shoving it into that file. And we're going to get the words from that it's matching, hello and world. Now, how do you do that? Well, there's this special function called n. And in n, you can give it this special variable called $text. And I'm going to get it from number 1. And so what we have is I'm getting the text from node, the text from node 1, and I'm going to put in a carriage return line feed, which we use sort of C, which is \n. That's just something you're going to have to memorize. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to output the text from the first node. You know, this is just a lowercase hello, but it's still matched. And so I'm going to run that and see what happens. Now I see now I got an output down here. I can click on that and there's hello. You notice it's capitalized because it's going to get the text in the rule. We're sitting and getting the text. Let's look at the tree. Well, what happened? There is no tree anymore. There's no hello concept. There's no reduction, as we call it. It's not putting them under the, well, why is that? Well, it turns out that if you put a post area, it does not automatically create this new node, this parent node and put them under. So you have to do this special function called the single reduction, which you put in, and we're going to run this again. We're going to look at the output. There's the output hello. Let's look at the tree, and we've got the tree the way we want. So there you have it, a Hello World analyzer built, and you can now go and start building your analyzer working from this simple yet very traditional Hello World. Have fun.